and welcome to my channel. I'm Lydia with Raindrop Lila, and today we're gonna have a play with some of these images, and I'm actually going to use some tin cans. Let me show you guys. I've been collecting these pieces of tin from my pop cans, or well, this is sparkling water. So I've been collecting these, and I've been wanting to do a craft with these, but I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And just a couple weeks ago, maybe a week or two ago, Trashy Fox just came out with a craft with me tutorial on how to use these to make tin types, something like this, and I used a lot of her techniques. I absolutely love her tutorial. She did a really wonderful job explaining how to make these, and I'll show you guys some of the things that I did. And I'll also link her video below so that if you haven't watched it yet, you go check it out because it is pretty amazing. She actually has two different videos up, and I love both of them. The second video shows how she also makes faux mica, and I kind of use that technique on this, and I absolutely love how that came out. I think that's so cool. And I also did a little bit of experimenting with these. They're iridescent inks. I think they're inks, yeah. Like, is there another name for them? So they're just calligraphy inks, and they are pretty fun to work with. I haven't really used them. I wasn't sure how to use them, but I kind of played around with them on this one, and I just basically drew kind of some, or painted with the ink. I painted some flowers on there, and I had a bit of fun with that. So I'll show you guys how I did it. When I first started to cut my tin can out, I was a little bit intimidated. I thought it would be a lot harder, but it wasn't. It was super easy. So I'll show you guys kind of what I did. Okay, so I grabbed my can, and I have my scissor, and what I usually did was I poked the hole at the top somewhere. You could probably use a can opener on the top. I saw Trashy did that, but I'm just gonna use my scissors to cut this out. Whoops. Okay, so that wasn't a really smooth cut, but that's okay because we'll smooth it out a little bit later. Then I usually cut a line down, and then I start cutting this. My first cut, this side is always messier. Maybe because I have to have like more room. I'm like poking it through. Maybe that's why. So if you want a cleaner cut, just see if you can use a can opener on the top. Maybe that'll work. But I just trim it down. Okay. Okay, now this is what I have. And I'm gonna bring some freezer paper. You can use parchment paper to just kind of protect my space. I also am gonna use a book. I have these pieces already cut out, and I have a few different pieces that I printed. I'll talk about the paper that I printed on in just a bit. Okay, so what I saw Trashy do, you can do this on the edge of your table too. I think I need this to be higher though. Let's see. So basically all you're doing is, let's see what else. Maybe I'll use this. I just need more height so I can go like this. So I'm just rubbing it so it doesn't curve so much, right? You can also use your bone folder. See, that works a lot better. Okay, oh yeah, they're right here. Okay, so what I did was I printed on this vinyl sticker paper. I ordered this off Amazon, and I will link everything below that I could find. These I got from Amazon. These, if I find them, I'll link them below so you guys have the brand and the colors that I have. Okay, so I just printed this on my inkjet printer. Now, I made sure I waited a while before I actually worked with them. So you're going to want to wait because it can smear. So this is how I tested mine. I would just rub my finger over it to see if it smears. Okay, so that's what I did like maybe 5-10 minutes after it printed. So it does take a little bit of time for it to dry. So I recommend waiting, like print it and then wait a couple hours. I kind of left it overnight for this one. And then these ones here, I decided I wanted to try a few different options. So I decided I wanted to try a few different printables. And I printed these today a few hours ago. And then I kind of played with them so you can see how I made them. I love the way they came out. I think they're so cool. And if you want to check out my printables, I will link them also below. I use the Old Soul Printables. These are my Americana tags. And then these are my fairy jewels. And I thought they would all look really cool with this technique. You want to keep in mind that where the image is white, that's what's gonna be a little bit metallic or silver. Okay, so that's why I kept thinking, okay, maybe I don't want anything too dark, so I wanted to take something where it was a little bit white underneath, like this one. See, this was probably cream. So okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out first. I love these. I think they're so great. So I think that maybe I'll try two different. Maybe I'll do two different versions with these two. Like, maybe I'll do one that's more simple. Maybe like this, I'm thinking, and then I actually want to experiment a little bit with the, where I kind of color it on top of it. But we'll see, because if they don't turn out, it's okay. I don't have to use them, but I actually like the way they turned out, so. Okay, so we're gonna start with this one. And basically, I'm just gonna peel it. My fingers are super stained from playing with the inks. I didn't think that they'd get on my fingers, but they did. Okay. Dust gets on here super easily, so I'm trying to make sure. Now, you know what? My surface is super bumpy. So that's why I have this book here to kind of help me out. Okay. I got a little bubble right there and right there, but I don't know if I mind. I can technically see about lifting it up. Let's see what happens if I try lifting it up again. Okay, I got the bubble out on that side. I'm just gonna trim it up a little bit. So technically it's pretty just as it is. Okay, what Tracy also did, she actually sanded the back so that she removed the backing from it. I did that on a couple, but not on a whole lot because I'm probably gonna mat them to something else. So see, I did that with this one. I sanded the back of it. I sanded this one too. And so you can sand the back if you want. But I think that when I use these, I'm going to probably add them to a journal. And so you're not going to see the back. So I don't need to do that. Okay, but you can sand the sides right here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to round the corners just a little bit. Okay. And now I'm going to sand the corners, or the edges, I should say. Oops. Okay, let's do this again. Okay, let's see, what else do I want to do? Okay, so the backing from the vinyl sticker, I basically just folded it up like this just to add my little stir sticks. So this is what I use to stir up my inks because they're metallic and they have a tendency to the thicker part just goes to the bottom, and then you have the other part at the top, but that's okay. So I had to mix them up a little bit because these are old. I've had them for a while and I haven't used them in quite a bit. Okay, I think what I did with this one, I used just a little bit of the ink, but not a whole lot. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let's see. Okay, so I'm just gonna use a little bit of a paper towel because, I don't know, just because that's what I have nearby, and I'm just gonna wipe it on here just a little bit like that. I'm just trying to build up a little bit of texture. So this is my stamp, 5574. I'm just gonna stamp it. Let's see, what else do I want to add to it? Okay, so I just did a little bit of work on here. I didn't do a whole lot. See that? You know what else I did? So one of the things Trashy showed is how to use tape to make faux mica. And so basically you're supposed to peel it really slowly, but it doesn't really work that well on my tape because it's a really thick tape and it doesn't seem to be as sticky or as tacky. So what I decided to do is I just go like this and tape it together, and then when I peel it, you get that effect a lot more. Okay, see that? Let's see if you can see that texture. Gosh, I don't know how. I don't know how it can show. Do you see that? Oh, let's see. So it has like these little breaks in the glue, right? And now what I want to do is I want to actually cut it. So if you guys go check out Trashy's video, she shows you guys how she did it. And I'm kind of trying to keep in mind the way the mica would break. And I'm wanting to use this more as texture on my picture. I think that will be a really cool effect. And this is a little bit more grungy, but I think it's a really cool technique to use. Okay, so let's see how. Now obviously my tape is bigger than my image, so I'm going to layer it. And you might get some fingerprints on there, so you might want to be a little bit careful about that. So I think I'm gonna layer a couple pieces on here. See that? So I have my first piece, and then I'm gonna do another one. Okay, again, I'm gonna fold it onto itself, and then peel it apart. And I kind of like the part in the middle. Do you see how the middle is a little bit, you don't have as much of it in there? And that's fine because I don't want too much of the variation right over her face. So I think that will be perfect. Oops. I'm also going to overlap some of it, so I want the edges to be a little bit, just not too straight. That makes sense? Okay, now okay, and then I'm going to do a little piece at the bottom too. It's actually a fun process to just kind of experiment with, because I wasn't sure what direction this would go in, but I actually like it. I think that I'll have to think of how I'm going to use it in my journals, but it's actually a really fun technique. And I love the tape effect. I think this is really cool. I love that effect. Okay. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to trim off all this tape. Whoops. Okay, how cool is that? Oh my gosh, I love them. I think they're so great. It's such a cool technique, and they'll make really great covers, I think, for a journal. Okay, now we have this one that I wanted to show you guys. I keep getting dust on it. Okay, so I want to place this where it's not doesn't matter, doesn't matter. I have a little crease here and I'm wondering how it's gonna look since it's right on her face. I'm gonna move her down just a bit. Okay, so there it is. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit of this distress ink. I have the walnut stain. For some reason, my digital it printed out with more of a purple tone. So if you can see, but you know what? I like it. I think it looks really cool, but I'm not sure why it printed with a more purple tone to this printable. But I think it looks really cool. Okay, so now I'm thinking, what if I use some of these ones? But what do I want to use? Should I use white? I have no idea. So see how it separates? I'll set that down. And I need to get more of these guys. And just mix it up. I've been wanting to use these for a while. I actually got this, my sister sent it to me. And they've been sitting in a drawer for a while. And I kept thinking, how am I going to use them? But this is a perfect project to use, and I didn't realize that it's like textured. It's so cool. Like, it sits on top of the image, so you can feel it, right? So I thought that was really cool. Let's see how it's gonna work. Okay, I'm gonna shake it up now. Okay. I think I'm gonna grab a new one. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just folding this up. So this is basically the backing of my my sticker image, my vinyl sticker. And so what I'm gonna do is just add like a little drop here. Okay, now I grab this. Let's see, what do I want to do? I'm just gonna kind of draw the petals on here. I hope this is gonna be cute because I have no idea. And I also have this paper towel, and I can lift some of it up. Okay, so I mixed a little bit of the black ink with the white because I feel like it's a little bit too dark on here. Or I feel like the white is too bright. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit more. But I think I want some blue too. Okay, so I'm trying some different colors and I'm just kind of playing around with this, and I don't know what I'm really doing. I'm just kind of playing, just so you guys know. I'm trying to kind of make some flowers on her, fill in the flowers, but I feel like they're too white. So I'm going in and I'm mixing a few colors, and I want to just kind of add more flowers to her. So we'll see how it looks. If it doesn't look good, I think I'm going to cut it out and just not share this part, because I think it's always hard to kind of film my process on camera if I feel like I have to share it, because sometimes you're just gonna play and it's not gonna turn out. So that's kind of my thing. I just don't have to share if it looks terrible. But the whole idea is to just kind of play. I think I'm gonna grab one. These dried up really quickly, and I want to grab some pink. Okay, maybe I should add some green. Just a little bit for the leaves, maybe. Let's see, I think I want another pink, like a big pink flower right here. But I'm mixing the colors too much and it's not looking. Maybe I should let that dry first. And this needs to be thicker. If this is thicker, I think it looks better when I go in for another layer, if that makes sense. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lift up some of this because I didn't want it to be so dark. Okay, now okay, and I think I might layer that on top of that. Okay, now I think I want to pick up, where is my green? It's right here. It kind of disappeared. I'm gonna grab some more green. I'm gonna grab a, oops, that's not what I wanted. Where is my, I think that was too big. Okay. I don't know if I like it yet. So I don't know if I'm gonna post it yet. Let's see. I'm trying to mix a little bit of a darker pink right here so I can add some contrast. Now, whoops. I want to mix a little bit of the yellow with the pink so that I have another color to kind of add to my yellows in here. Like hints of kind of a pink, I guess, to kind of tie in the color. I don't want it as bright. Like that, and then I feel like actually sewing the roses is a lot easier for me, like sculpting them out of fabric than painting them. I haven't really played around with paints in a long time, so I think I like it. I think it's cute. I think I need some green. I'm gonna add some leaves right here. Okay, so that's kind of what I did. So basically it's kind of fun to just kind of paint on it. I'm obviously not an expert, but it was fun to just kind of go in here and play around with them. So those were really fun. I'm so glad I did them. I was really nervous about doing it on camera, but I actually like them. I think they're so pretty. And I love these too. Oh my gosh. Aren't those great? I gotta figure out how I'm gonna use them. But for now, this was such a fun technique. And even these are really simple. They're basically just straight on. Just the sticker paper and the tin can. And look how great they look. Oh my gosh, I love them. I love them all. Okay, let me show you guys also. These ones. Aren't these cool? These are the fairy jewels. I think they're so pretty. Oh my gosh. Such a fun technique, guys. I hope you guys try it. Okay, and then here's these ones too. So much fun. I've actually wanted to make metal tags like this for a while. I've seen somebody do them somewhere on Pinterest, I think. Maybe a year or two ago, and I kept thinking, gosh, I want to do that, but it seems so complicated. Well, it really isn't. It's such a fun technique, and it's fairly simple, and it's not that hard to cut through the tin. It's not bad at all. So I hope you guys try it, and let me know if you guys try it. I'd love to see your results. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye-bye.